Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are seeing us from today. And today we have come to discuss um, if you will be a landlord or you will remain a tenant. Because they say that from the mess, now you go know as the sheets they be. Are you a potential landlord to be, or you are a perpetual tenant? And that is what we have come to discuss today. So if you they do these three things, you will never become a landlord. One, if you dey go look for property, you carry escort, you carry people wey go tell you wetin how the bedroom be, how the kitchen be, how big is this kitchen. You can never become a landlord. Why? Because a landlord, look at just see wetin just listen to the word landlord. Is the lord of the land. So lords are always kings. So they and anywhere where the word of the king dey, there is power. So for you to know if you will become a landlord or not on this earth, you must also stop going with people to go and check property. You yourself know wetin you want. Over time, I have seen people come with people to come and check property. At the end of they deceive them. So you must be a lord of your own self first before you become a landlord. The second thing wey I also want us to talk about, and if you dey still dey do am, you can never become a landlord, is if you still dey go into property and dey weigh am, if wetin if my visitor go come, how they go feel, if people come see me, how they go feel. You will never become a landlord, because no matter how you see am and no matter how you the property fine reach, you are a tenant. E just be like say you dey for landlord house, you dey plant flower, you go pack comot and the flower go become landlord own. So na wetin you dey do be that. So all you need to do is your pocket, check if your pocket and if the environment suits you, and forget about wetin other people. If your visitor come, if you give am chair to sit down, you go sit down. If you no get chair, your visitor go stand. And come to think of it, how many times visitors dey even dey come visit you? But perpetual tenants always dey carry that one as a yardstick when they go to look for property. They begin to look at my visitor, my this person, my that one. Nobody dey see you, nobody dey look you. All you dey try do is to keep yourself to become a perpetual tenant. So that brings me to the third point and the final point. If you dey still dey do this kind of thing and still dey reason the same way, you will always become a tenant and not a landlord. It when you're reasoning that agents are your problem. See, let me tell you, ask yourself, who first told you? Can you remember the first person that told you that agents are your problem? No, you cannot remember, because the landlord subtly sold it to you. The attorneys, the lawyers, they subtly sell that to you. Make I give you may I tell you why they subtly sell that to you where you don't know. They sold it into your subconsciousness, and you know the subconsciousness govern and leads the consciousness, but you no go know. So the landlord, you go meet the landlord will begin to tell you, say all these agents, na so they go dey do, na so they go the landlord, that landlord wey the agent carry you go, where you dey complain say the money too high, that landlord go reduce that money? No, you no go reduce that money. Even when he complain to you, say this agent they do this, who gets the final say? Is it not the landlord? It's the landlord that has the final say, but the landlord will not reduce the money. The landlord has sold it to your subconsciousness that na agent be the problem. Why not the landlord na be the problem? That's why they are the lord of the land. They go control you subtly and even visibly. And other people wey sell am for your into your subconsciousness, say agents na problem, na be the lawyers. And make I tell you why the lawyers are the problems wey you no know. See, if you check very well, when you started renting a property, you started it from 10% as what? As agency and legal. That's 5% agency and 5% legal. Today, you have 20% as agency and legal, and it's going more. Some go even collect 25%. Why? Because by the time you pay all the money, the lawyers will tell you, say, pay all the money to me, because the agents are a problem. When you pay all the money to them, they go hold back the money. They no go give the agents their own. And for no, you also, say these agents, they get children, they get family where they go feed. So they will look for a way of getting their money. So thereby they will add another fee on top of the fee. So by the time when you were paying 10%, agents was supposed to collect 5%, the lawyers collect 5%, but the lawyers go seize the money. They no go give agents. They go tell the agent, may go collect money from a client. So thereby the agents now devise another means. Okay, if lawyers now they collect all our money and we don't have money to take back home, because our children will always feed, they will always go to school, they will always also wear clothes. These are compulsory. So the lawyers, the agents now said, okay, make we add our own 10%, so that we and lawyers not gonna get problem. The same lawyers don't move from the 10% where they don't collect, where they collect. You remember that 5%, they collect 10%, they don't collect all, both agents own. Now the same lawyers don't move to 20%. So by the time they move to 20%, you see the agents will be forced to move to 20 to add another 5% on top. So you see, the problem is not the agent, it is the lawyers, it is the landlord. So if you see they do these three things where I talk about this afternoon, now be say you can never become a landlord. You are a perpetual tenant. Thank you. See you in my next video. God bless.